gather information in terms of construction, what's happening. Top 10 construction innovations or AI and machine learning, resource and workforce management software, 3D printing, XR, AR, VR, and the metaverse, sensor data, digital twins, truly connected construction, takeoff and estimating tools, BIM beyond design robotics. Certainly, clubbing all these things and making a project maybe in year 2050 it could be possible. How the output is going to come through technology, all of us suddenly with respect due to integrating so many technologies and bringing out the output, it could be slightly challenging. As we see right now, we are in a phase of AI where artificial intelligence has been introduced. It's like we have to keep pushing to get the relevant information. Keep prompting, and provide the information so that we may get the desired output. Introduction: the changing phase of construction. The construction industry is experiencing a remarkable transformation fueled by rapid adaptation of cutting-edge construction technologies and innovative building materials. Off-site and modular construction to design-build, traditional building methods and delivery models are evolving rapidly. Today's advancements are helping to streamline the building process by enabling project managers to better visualize, plan, and execute construction projects. Once considered futuristic technologies like virtual reality, augmented reality, and digital twins now have a mainstay on modern construction sites, improving collaboration and enabling real-time problem solving. Now, the construction sector continues to evolve, especially in the age of AI. Staying ahead of these industry trends is crucial for construction companies to remain competitive and deliver high-quality construction products. The benefits of embracing construction technology. Adopting construction technology offers a wealth of bottom line benefits for construction businesses. With the integrated and advanced construction such as AI and building information modeling, companies can streamline construction process, reduce data entry errors, and improve overall project productivity. Technology is especially essential in large-scale and complex construction projects. Cutting-edge construction innovates, enables teams to collaborate more effectively, minimize labor costs, and maximize people resources, and deliver projects on time within budget. Ultimately, embracing construction technology empowers construction businesses to adapt and succeed in ever-changing industry landscape. So let's look into the top 10 technology Innovations in construction. Modern digital technology is transforming the construction industry, enabling companies to improve efficiency, project management, and competitiveness. Let's explore some of the top construction innovative shaking up traditional methods. AI and machine learning. Optimized workflows are essential to well-running projects and teams in the AEC industry. However, due to complexity of construction, workflows have a tendency to be disconnected and manual in nature. Three most important areas with optimized construction workflows are communication, data, and transparency. AI is making it easier to succeed across all three of these areas, resulting in greater productivity and profits. The fact that Construction Management Association of America (CMAA) proclaimed AI has the potential to increase industry profits by 71% by 2035 doesn't hurt either. Machine learning is helpful in construction pros optimizing their workflows and aid decision making. Predictive analysis is quickly establishing its foothold in construction industry core stack of technology tools like leveraging current and historical construction data as well as machine learning. Companies can make predictions about future projects and outcomes. These predictions can be used to make more informed decisions and strategize next moves. Research has also shown that data leaders in construction are 7 times more likely to be using AI and machine learning. Predictive analytics and machine learning are especially valuable in today's world of complex construction projects and operations. Companies need a precise way to mitigate risks, take advantage of opportunities, and prepare for challenges. This information also gives workers the freedom to focus on higher value activities that are more likely to move the needle. Integrating AI and ML into existing construction processes enhance decision making and allows for more efficient project management. As testament to that, BAL Ireland is an excellent example of this benefit. Autodesk AI as a predictive analysis tool for all projects, doing so led to 20% improvement in site quality and safety and 20% increase in time spent on higher risk issues. Some construction AI innovations are even more subtle. For instance, another tool, Forma Build AutoSpecs, allows you to find and track submittals items that may not have been added to the specification. The suggested submittals tools compares your current project specification with historical data and recommends potential missing items to enhance accuracy and mitigate risk associated with overlooked details. This is very important, which is going to help the projects. And there could be missing items, so that can be closed as early as possible. But as a project manager, I try to tend to record on a proper format, make sure that it is flowing information thing that comes on the innovation tech is resource and workforce management software. Let's get into the details so that we will precisely discuss that. Managing resources and a workforce are massive expenses for construction companies. Effective work management can help companies keep operations running smoothly, optimize resource allocation, and avoid unexpected expenses as well as delays. Construction managers and site supervisors utilize workforce management software to control project costs, maintain project timelines, and to keep project progress on track. Today's more companies are turning to software platforms to bring more efficiency and actionable analytics to their workforce, whether they be remote, on-site, or small. Resource and workforce tracking solutions help construction builders to manage resources across multiple job sites, improving coordination and efficiency at scale. Construction innovations in workforce management includes predictive tracking, forecasting, and mobile-first interfaces. These solutions remove many of the manual processes that come with resource planning. Bridget Bench is a workforce planning solution built for contractors to track, pursue project changes, and forecast workforce needs. Project teams can push awarded and opportunity projects from Autodesk Form to Bridget Bench, keeping projects up to date and changes. How are you there? Oh, one tool. This CAD provides a way for crew to easily capture labor, equipment, and production plus more without multiple systems and complex spreadsheets. Teams can sync real-time data into Forma, build cost management, performance tracking to see actuals versus plan. Solutions like these allow companies to access analysis and forecasting analysis, analytics to better allocate resources to the right projects at right time. Workforce management forces solutions are especially important in current economy, where volatile markets require firms to be as precise and efficient in their operations as possible. So this could be a well-to-do software, but what I see from my perspective is always definitely closely monitor the project progress for the timelines and material and labor and the equipment that is required on a day-to-day basis so that you can plan properly. Having software platforms is good, but you need to be very consistent on the site to ensure that your project is going to meet the timelines on a day-to-day basis so that you are going to reach the site before completion and go for live. Let's see what's happening on the next innovation with the next wave of 3D printing. 3D printing has been long cited as one of the top modern construction innovations. However, its future is even better these days as technology moves from novelty to the emerging industry standard. With the right implementation strategy and some creative thinking, 3D printing can help speed up projects, make materials more accessible, and enable you to create designs. In theory, if 3D printing becomes more mainstream, it could significantly reduce building costs compared to traditional construction methods due to its ability to minimize waste and streamline production. Stephen Mansour, a 3D printing and emerging technology advisor at Maritama Limited, points everything can be printed. It's a matter of how far you want to go, how scalable it is, and how much money you are going to put in. In terms of use cases, 3D can you can 3D print design elements like facades and make them more intricate and bigger. 3D printing can also be used to print parts, fixtures, and furniture for your building. This is quite interesting. This is particularly useful when you are dealing with the supply shortages and when you are working in a remote site. Rather than waiting for weeks and months for the materials you need, you can print them within few hours or days. We expect to see 3D printing technologies to come in to mature and grow in future. As companies look for ways to improve quality controls, address skilled labor shortages, and explore advanced designs, 3D printing will be here to help and make it a success. Now, the good part of the 3D technology printing on the side is all good, but because each and every component of the building can be printed or provided, we need to have relevant resources along with what is supposed to be there. If something could be done with uranium and 3D printing, is it going to be there in future? I'm not sure. What happens if a contractor himself talks like Mr. Donald Trump? See, one can build a big building or a small building, could build or could not build. Anyway, thanks. But I would like to tell you the fact the fact that I'm also a developer but not into contracting. I did some business but I did not do some business. I'm like a mediator, I don't know. Even I don't. Yeah. What I do in big buildings is I deal with my trump card. What the trump card? I'm a trump, right? Yeah, I'm a trump card. What I do is I'm having a brand. I'm a Donald Trump, president of US. I market myself while I go to Dubai, Singapore, Malaysia, China. So there I'm a minister of sales. And I make sure I get these brand. I don't buy. I don't construct. I'll tell some contractor to do the job, but add my name to it. Trump numbers. That's it. Class. Job is done. It's mine. my name Donald Trump is tagged to that building, so I also make millions. The builder anyway makes billions. So that's what it's like. If a contractor is leading a country like US, how he thinks on the political side is, how do I get the great business deal out of this particular conference or a discussion. So whole thing happens once I sit in my aircraft. So I keep rehearsing myself how to break the deals and done the deals. That's it. That's how. I don't pay any tax. Hardly I pay $700. Okay. Oh gosh. By the way, let's check on Guac. Okay. If $700 paid by Mr. Donald Trump is right or not. Okay. Just let me know in the comments once you are done doing the research. Don't forget. Now coming to the fourth innovations in construction technology, we'll be looking into XR, AR, VR, and the metaverse. Now, what is XR stands for? Extended reality. You know? I know. Okay, let's dive into technology part of it. Extended reality serves as the encompassing term for the spectrum of captivating and innovative technologies, including virtual reality, augmented reality, and mixed reality. You know, in the year 2000, we used to hear something like virtual reality, VR, and then virtual reality markup language. Everything is abolished. Now it directly comes into 3D. So we used to think like, okay, there is a watch which is captured in the form of 3D. Now people will be liking it. If they like, they will try to buy the watch. That is what we used to think while we are trying to learn virtual reality markup language. Now the image itself is like coming in JPEG images. Maybe in future you can smell the products, you can feel the products, you can touch the product. Maybe our screen should be in such a way according to the object that is shown in a miniature, so we can feel it. Maybe, I'm not sure, you know, I don't know. Let's imagine. Chill. These transformative experiences are accessible through various devices ranging from mobile devices to VR headsets. The allure of XR lies in its ability to seamlessly immerse individuals in the digital realm of real time. Today, full virtual reality technology is increasingly being used for construction site surveys and project visualization, saving time and improving most early project collaboration. Also, VR and AR are being leveraged for remote site inspection. Since the technology enables to access construction sites safely, therefore, teams can address critically safety issues faster and achieve additional cost benefits. See how you can monitor a project which is on a big site means I have a right to get in touch with me. I'll be able to let you know. Okay, I have right. This technology plays a pivotal role in revolutionizing architectural engineering and construction, using as highlighted by the announcement of Autodesk approves an impressive design workshop. The evolution of XR is swiftly paving the way for more interactive and efficient workflows. With innovations like Workshop XR, AEC are exploring new avenues for issue tracking, error prevention, and enhanced spatial understanding, ultimately improving workflows and integration. For a big contractor like Mr. Donald Trump, do you think if he has done in the phase in his life by buying great buildings to add to his portfolio, uh, did he gone through all these, any of the virtual reality or metaverse kind of thing, physically go and be present there on the site at the property and ensure that things are in place with you? If they are more aligned towards your business goals, go grab it. That's it. That's how you can make millions and billions. Of course, there is no tax for high paying people if they are branded. Government itself, they will sanction their own policies saying that we are on a top budget, so let us avoid taxes for us. Or they will give like, if they do something really great, they take up like 7 years, they can do anything while importing and exporting things. That's free of cost for them. How? How is it accountable? I don't understand the dynamics of this GDP. If somebody is given a leverage of for 7 years, you don't pay an exempt for the tax and things like that. For one, two people, why they will be they can pay their taxes, yeah. What is the fun in just avoiding for them? Everybody is a normal person. God has created everybody in the same. But whoever does the hard work, it depends on the Guru. Anyway, but coming to all the reality kind of stuff, wearing goggles or VR headsets, all these things is secondary. Go and physically check the available model flat or a virtual reality which they are compromising. They are trying to give all the facilities what they have shown. Then you can take a call on this kind of property, and if you feel that you want to buy certain kind of a property, definitely you can go approach the builder and do a deal with them, paying a signing amount. That should do the business for good. Of course, everything runs on loan. The increasing adoption of XR, extended reality, signifies a paradigm shift in how we approach work, collaboration, and project success. The dynamic environment enables teams to scrutinize and problem solve within the 3D models in 1:1 scale, fostering a level of interaction that transcends traditional computer screens. So, my dear friends, if at all you need to wear a VR and XR or AR, all these things, with the gadgets, and you want to see what is the kind of the reality of the exact thing. First and foremost, make sure that you make it 3D model, either in SketchUp or BIM or in AutoCAD, and make sure that you make a fly animation of the whole project. If provided, if you can do much better graphics, add services on top of the building also above the ceiling works with respect to MEP, that is mechanical, that is AC ducting, electrical and plumbing lines, firefighting lines, lighting, all these things. How if you can make a coordinated kind of a 3D presentation, which in a site guide can really visualize easily, then this is a cake work basically. You no need to have a VR glasses. What I can suggest a new technology kind of a thing. I'm going to give a QR code and paste it on the column. You just scan in that particular area and you will get a block of the whole thing, 360 degrees for like 5 meters radius. Okay, so you will know what is happening. Go to the next column, next 5 meters radius, you can have a complete picture. So while having a walkthrough, you can see the whole model on each and every column of the building. You wear the eyeglasses, you go directly scan from your eyeglasses to the QR code, but 3D automatically opens. What are the changes that are being done? What are being updated in the site? Everything can reflect all the same. Got my technology? Yeah. Please follow. I'm going to give more info on these particular my kind of visual thoughts on the technology part on site, even though I have not experienced such a kind of a project in my lifetime. We are thinking that we will be using, but how many projects have adopted these kind of a technologies? Nobody has documented. I feel out of say like 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs architects in India, how many people might be having AutoCAD as a license? Please comment in if anybody knows the statistics. Okay, let's go to the next innovation thing, that is sensor data. Tracking the various components of business, including manpower, job sites, and equipment, is essential. Proper monitoring aids project planning, promotes smoother operations, and ensures compliance with safety and work regulations. It's a very important, very subtle kind of a thing, but it helps prevent, reduce accidents and such. Why? Because one thing is linked to another. Project planning, if you are promoting project planning in a aggressive way, we should be very carefully monitoring what are the communications that are gone to the HSE manager. Okay, is he aware of all these things? First of all, the people who are on the HSE managers, they are not inclined to as a construction manager while training, but some people comes in that kind of a thing definitely as. But some people will not be having a hold of the thought process on the side, all the HSE managers. They will not be able to deal a very big site initially, but the practice visual thinking, they might be able to get some benefit out of looking in terms of projects as well as looking in terms of health and safety as well. So just keep in mind I don't want to go much in depth into it. If you are having any projects that needs to be uh, dealt in project management, consultancy or advisory, definitely you can approach me. My name is Sridhar. I'm an architect and interior designer. Also, we deal with project management consultancy. I'm going to leave all my details in the description. Also, I'm going to tell you right away. 8374 is my phone number. You can contact me. Once you can leave it, your project details on my email ID SIGNSAIPMC@gmail.com. So we can collaborate on a project and we can definitely do better with respect to the services that we would require. Right? Here is the good news. Thanks to the construction sector and IoT technology, keeping an eye on any parts of project easier than ever. And there are various solutions in the market that can enable you to monitor site conditions, track materials through construction supply chain, improve worker safety, monitor machinery, and empower better facility management. Forward-thinking firms are also using sensors to forecast and prepare for future events. With the use of sensor data and Forge as a software foundation, we are able to predict future product failures, explained Chris Chauvel, BIM manager, and Al Condor along. So for maintenance, we could analyze the use curve of the building and protect our products against further failures. And doing multiple tasks on a single maintenance job records our company's eco footprint due to minimization of traffic. So my dear friends, this is a good way to monitor through sensor data. So how this is practically done, I'm going to let you know through an example. So say if there is a lift, okay, there will be so a number of parts. But the critical part of the lift is the cable, right? We have the cable. Now over a period of time, the cable might be very tough. So now the technology comes into place. Now each and every component, the lift is IoT based. Then if their warranties are gone, definitely now this should be connected to a system like a software. Now saying that this has got its expiry date or it has come for a maintenance, it should be. And the software alerts the maintenance person. Now it's the maintenance person and a team leader needs to take a call on replacing that particular item. This helps the technology like this on a sensor based data. This is my visualization. Okay. Let's see how things will integrate much further in terms of each and every component of a building with respect to other services and day-to-day life aspects of any project in fact. Now coming, the next important is digital twins. Digital twins, I am hearing this particular word since 2018. I've gone through a couple of research material. I was very much keen while creating digital twins. This has helped in the urban planning that I have seen couple of models. The same thing I could not see on the building available a decade is in urban planning. 3D modeling is what the creator has been thinking that has been created virtually. So slight difference, I guess. There is a difference like this. Not sure. Could be anything. What do you think? You tell me. Alright? I don't know. Having a duplicate source of physical structure allows workers to assess, manipulate, and optimize them. As they analyze the digital twin, they can uncover potential means of creating efficiencies, developing safety protocols, reducing risks, and improving quality. Digital twins can also enhance BIM by serving as a digital thread, connecting directly to physical structure. Since almost 80% of the building lifetime value is realized during operation, the data and insights provided by digital twins help owners better maintain their facilities, streamline operations, and improve capital planning. You can also use digital twins to determine if the building asset is meeting certain construction KPIs and metrics. So just made the slide brief for understanding. If you have a certain sustainable goals, you will be able to see if you are achieving it. If you have equipment and want to measure mean time between failure, having a digital twin helps you to do that. Explains Bob Brett, Senior Director and General Manager of AutoCAD Standard. It can also help owners strategize for future projects. As Bob points out, a digital twin gives you a knowledge to inform, predict, and look at future decisions based on how that asset is performing in the real world. See this what it is. Sensor data. Something connected. So, my dear friends, please subscribe, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I'll be bringing out such a kind of a beautiful readings for you, wherein you can think and get use it to implement in your projects. Lastly, the advantages of digital twins are especially relevant for complex build projects and operations. As I was telling you earlier, so in one line, this is the communication I want to tell you. The advantages of digital twins are especially relevant for complex projects, build, and operations. By being integrated with other technologies, digital twins can continue to enhance asset management and support better decision making throughout the project life cycle. Truly connected construction. So the next technology is truly connected construction. Simplicity is construction. It might not be a buzzword, but we argue that simplicity is the livelihood of most powerful of innovations. When data flows, the technology connects. They are all the most powerful. Apple is the key example of this slide. The same information flows seamlessly between the company's iPhones, iPads, and MacBooks. This harmonious connection keep things simple and sensible. We see some concepts play out in connected construction. Construction companies often have to deal with information silos and paper dependency. These challenges are exacerbated by the massive volumes of data and resources that make up the industry. For stakeholders to work efficiently in projects, they need to a solid foundation and a single source of growth. Connected construction streamlines the entire process. Construction process and improves management of every construction project by integrating data and workflows across all stages. It brings information, processes, and people together in common data. It powers effective decision making, whether they occur daily operations or part of the long-term strategy. Companies that genuinely want to empower their people to make the most informed decisions for the connected construction is the answer. A design and a construction platform is one way to achieve this, as it integrates design and construction workflows into the centralized source of truth instead of multiple point solutions. A design and construction platform brings together project data in one place, including the foundational early design. Now the next innovation is advanced taking off and estimating tools. Format takeoff is one of the software that helps contractors especially perform 2D and 3D quantification and estimating solution that helps projects scope into material, labor, and equipment to generate accurate project timelines and project estimate. From there, contractors can use Builders Connect bid management solution to choose the right builder for every project from the largest crowdsourced construction network, reducing risk and protecting the bottom line. Now coming to the last but one innovation of the day of the live telecast, that is BIM Beyond Design. It's BBD, not BDC. BIM or Building Information Technology Modeling is widely used in the design world, but it's often seen as a complex and technical outside of it. However, BIM does not have to be complicated. By sharing models between the design department and the field, BIM can be simplified and effective communication tool. As I was telling you earlier, BIM can be used in a very large way, both in 2D and 3D. As I told you, if you are having a 360 degrees with the technology, you will be able to do wonders within the site. Teams can improve communication, increase data visibility, and reduce rework costs. According to John Ling G. Long, Chief Digital Officer, MBD with PhD in 2024, I think construction industry trends will morph from BIM to 3D modeling to more data-driven topics such as building dashboards, AI, and managing projects. BIM has also become something that is mature in industry and is a requirement in a lot of companies. However, in the drive to modernize and improve, construction companies will be looking to drive efficiency and transparency through data in order to build better projects. Expanding the use of BIM beyond design streamlines communication, provides a richer view of construction documents, promotes safety and reduces review. By keeping design and field teams aligned through BIM, collaboration improves and work gets done faster. Furthermore, new AI innovations open even more opportunities for BIM. This year, you will see greater momentum and interest from the industry as firms leverage AI-driven technologies to automate tedious works, more deeply analyze information, optimize decision making, says Jim Liu, Senior Vice President and General Manager of particularly the integration of BIM with AI processes, new and exciting opportunities. BIM's rich data paired with machine learning enable firms to improve efficiency and make smarter decisions beyond just the design phase. Sniper, do you think the BIM construction, BIM is not just a design tool, it can use deliver high quality collaboration between construction firms. So, my dear friends, slightly you might have got some idea on the construction technology where what can be used and implemented throughout the projects. What I would say is integrating each and every kind of an innovation into the project would be a burdensome only on rising the cost on the technology part, not for the maintenance part. The maintenance part, say now if you are having like 30-40% on the annual this thing, it can come down to 10 to 15% on the human resources and all these things can thoroughly monitor if good chunk of technology is properly brought into the product earlier on time. Okay, now coming to the last and the most respected innovation is robotics in construction. Let's go to it. The continued adoption of robotics in construction is another significant development that will shape the industry's future in construction. However, construction companies face barriers in implementing these technologies, including cost, inventory, and lack of skills with these specific technologies within the teams. On an episode of the Digital Build podcast, Brock Janelle, emerging technology partner at SIGNSAIPMC, said, "We are starting to see so many more robotic applications. I think one thing that may be a misconception is just how readily available they are on projects. Most of the tools out there are only being piloted on a select few projects because we are still learning how can we really use these and what's the biggest impact of these tools. To overcome these hurdles, companies can start with more mature technology like drones and offsite prefabrication. They also can invest in training programs and partnerships with technology provides to improve their workforce. Rope believes there are already a strong uptake from the workforce to do. I have been on a lot of project sites where we have had robotic solutions deployed and first off people are really excited about it. They want to learn more and from your age. Collaboration and communication within technology providers is crucial. By sharing specific needs and challenges, construction companies can shape the development of tailored AI and robotic solutions. It is also beneficial to learn from industry leaders who are effectively incorporated these technologies. So, yes, maybe in China and UK and some parts of US, where construction is on the innovation side and on a large scale projects where they want to reduce much cost while during construction stage. Definitely, these are the 10 innovative solutions which can be taken into consideration. At least try to adopt 2 or 3 or 4 new technologies and try to put it in the project, so you might reduce the project cost by 30 to 40%. Hopefully, I'm not sure, but on what basis this 30 to 40% of cost is going to get reduced? Is it on paper or it's on profit margin? Okay, stay tuned. Thank you very much. Myself, I'm Sri, the architect, interior designer, and project manager, signing off for the day. Thank you very much.